What's good, y'all? Come with me today, man. Today's a special day. I'm gonna interview my boy and owner of Tonsorium Studios, Joey Joe. Man, the whole crew wasn't there that day, but shout out to my homie Rona. Shout out to my boy G Smitty, and let's get to it, player.
All right, what's up, guys? This is your boy GTG, man. Today I got a special guest. If you want to talk about the history of barbering in Oregon and Beaverton, Hillsboro, Loa, there are the greats, and then you got the pioneers, like I've always been saying. And Joe has been a pioneer. I mean, who doesn't know Joe in Hillsboro and Aloha? You know, Joe's been a barber for a very, very long time.
You too,
and yeah, man.
Everybody's been cutting now.
And you know, it's exciting to have him here because I know he has a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. You know, Joe is really laid back and cool. You know what I mean? But if you ask him questions, he'll always put you on. You know, so I guess I want to start this off by Joe. Like, how'd you get into cutting hair? Like, when was the first time you picked up a pair of clippers, and how'd you know you wanted to do this?
Probably back in like middle school.
Yeah.
Because we always got bad haircuts from our parents, aunties. So me and my cousin would.
Yeah.
That's how it is. We'd touch each other's tapers back then.
Yeah.
We didn't need nothing fancy. Just use a lot of gel and clean up the sides real quick. That's it. I'm not picky.
Yeah.
But now, like, kids these days want the extra now. Yep. I say middle school until high school I got serious.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's just for fun. And the next thing you know, bro, if you want to make a little side hustle, that's the
people just started coming, huh? Like, hey, Joe, cut me up.
I'm not a pro, but I just practice on like your friends and fam, you know.
You did it because you loved it. Like,
I loved it. I loved art too. Another thing was it was another way of art form, like shaping
and that is true.
Yeah, it's another way of art form. That's why I liked it.
And the thing about Joe is he's always been a really artsy person. Like, he likes DJing too. You know what I mean?
DJing. I like serving people too, so I don't mind helping out if I have time.
Did you ever see yourself, Joe, when you were, you know, starting off, ever being an owner of a barbershop? I mean, you own Tonsorium in Beaverton, and it's one of the dopest shops out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Did you ever see yourself as the owner?
At first, I didn't. It was just kind of more of where guys hang out, and I saw that where it's like more of a fam. You know, we get to
just a cool
vibe off each other.
Yeah,
it's not about just fancy this and that. I'm cool with one shop. I don't need. I'm just lucky that it worked out, you know. I didn't.
Right time, right place.
Yeah, right time, right place. Surround yourself with cool people. Initially, it was just wanted for me, but it felt better having a cool, small crew, small team.
And I think that's one of the biggest difference that I always talk to people. It's like when you work at a shop, it's way different, bro, because everybody has a love for the craft, and you kind of push yourself. You know what I mean? Like. And when you're by yourself, it's like you gotta stay motivated, and you gotta stay on time.
There's nothing wrong with working for yourself. I think it's good too.
Yeah, it's
good to do both.
Yeah, definitely. There's like phases, right? Like that you have to go through as a barber. Like, okay, try this, try that. You know, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Joe, like, what's one thing that you've learned out of this career that you could tell yourself when you first started? Like, hey, do this always.
Yeah. Make people comfortable, always do your best, and just know that people come and go. You always gotta first impression is everything, man.
That's true, bro.
Make people comfortable, serve them, give them a good cut.
Yeah,
and then that's it. Have good vibe, good convo. That's it.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm not gonna spend 3 hours on your head. I'm out. I say top 40 tops. I love cutting hair, but I'm not gonna spend 3 hours on a hair.
Yeah, that is true. You know, it's crazy, Joe. You said something when we first started. You said, "Look, I stay in my lane, and all I care about is everybody doing good."
That's all I care about.
And I think that
well said.
And I think that's what Joe is. Joe is really somebody who lays back and kicks back, but he has a heart for the homies, bro. Like, he just wants everybody to succeed. And I think that's the reason why he opened up the shop too, because you know, a lot of us, when the shop closed down, when we used to work at, we didn't have nowhere to go.
No, that was tough.
You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of us came over here, bro. You know, and you just kind of.
You guys got like Matthew, the other guy David started his own shop.
Yeah, David,
Jason,
yeah.
I mean, it's not about having a shop. It's just about making your
Your name,
clients
yeah.
comfortable. You could set up anywhere now. It's times have changed. You don't have to be in a barbershop.
Yeah,
I feel like barbershop is a little overrated right now because there's so many. But if you're making money, who cares? Just do it the right way.
that is true.
Like, go to school, learn all that, safety and sanitation. That's it.
That is key. That is key. It's not just about cutting
it's
hair,
not about
guys.
just cutting hair. Take
Yeah.
care of your customers. Make sure they're, don't get them infected. And
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Nah,
not at all, dude. You don't want to be known as a barber that affects people. But yeah, man, that's crazy, Joe. It's crazy you say that. I think that another question too, man, is like, at the end of the day, how important is it to stay true to yourself in this game, Joe? Because you're testament to that. Like, you've always stayed in your lane, and you've never, you know what I mean? You never tried to compete with anyone else. You know what I mean? You always did your thing. You know, Joe was Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think right now all these kids want to do the same thing. You know, with enhancements, charging $200-$300 a haircut. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Yeah. But this game is about customer service.
Customer service, just delivering. Make sure you're, make them comfortable. Do like your products, and then just, I don't know, man. Just be cool, bro. That's just take your time on your haircut. If you're starting out, just be consistent. Just be consistent. We'll learn everything you can, and if not, ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. It doesn't. We're all in the same thing together. One might cut better than the other, and just you watch. Learn. Yeah, you learn as you go.
Yeah, that's so true.
I didn't go to barbers. I didn't go to business school. So
that is true.
You just learn as you go. Save up some money. Don't get a loan.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's another topic.
Yeah, that is another topic.
There's more to it than just cutting hair. Taxes. And opening a shop is not what it seems, man. That's why I'm telling folks. It's okay to work for yourself. Like, your setup is clean.
Yeah, man. That is true.
It's the bro right here.
Yeah, it's Joe, man. I'm telling you, my first encounter with Joe, I think I was like 15 too.
Yeah, he was humble, bro.
And you know what I mean? And then you were cutting hair in your garage at the time, remember, Joe?
Those were the best times.
Yeah, man. Dude. And literally, to get a good haircut, it was either Joe and I think Sperry.
Sperry was nice.
Sperry was cutting for a little bit when you guys first started off, remember?
Yeah.
And then there was this dude from Cali, one of my homies, David Ortega, that was lining up a little bit. And then he moved back, But those were the only three people you could actually get a lineup and a taper from at the time. So, like, at the end of the day, Joe's been a pioneer. He has a shop in Beaverton called Tonsorium. A lot of talented barbers work here, a lot of close homies that I used to work with, and the vision is to come interview them too. But I just wanted to pick Joe's head a little bit because he has so much knowledge. So, like, to kind of end the segment, Joe, is there any word of advice? It doesn't even have to be about barbering, just life itself, Joe. Like, what would you tell these kids, bro, that have no vision or ambition? Like, what's a piece of advice you'd give them?
I say, have faith. It's okay to make money, but it's okay to save too, and have faith. Take care of your spouse or your wife or your girlfriend, your family. Look out for them first, and have faith in something. I go to church. I try to go to church as much as I could. Have faith, and just take care of your body too. Self-care. Travel. If you
Joe, you love traveling, huh?
I mean, it's not what it seems. I travel when I can. But like I said, have faith. Don't. It's not just about making money, man.
That is true, man. Money ain't everything.
Yeah,
it really
money ain't everything, man. We're just lucky that we get to do what we like right now. We get to have I wish I get to be a family man like you someday, bro.
Man.
Still working hard.
You will. And that's it. And that's what we're talking about, guys. Find what you love. Start small. Don't be scared, and just do it. Do whatever you love.
Exactly.
And then at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna show you love back.
Right.
Joe started, you know what I mean, cutting hair in his garage. Now he has his barbershop, dude. You know what I mean? And like, it came by just being consistent, staying in his lane. And I've never heard Joe ever hate on anybody else like that. You know what I mean? He's always been cool, bro. Just doing his thing, staying in this lane. Anyways, you know what I mean? It was cool, guys. I hope you guys like this interview. I'm gonna record a little bit of the shop so you guys can kind of see it.
Yeah.
And this is the homie Joe. Where you located, Joe? Where's your shop located?
We're out in Central Beaverton, and we're Tonsorium Studio.
Yeah, by the Beaverton Library.
Yeah, by
really
the Beaverton
close.
Library.
Yep. All right, guys. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you, player.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's time, dog.